What's good, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. I am B5 and welcome to B5 Tactical. So today I have an unboxing for you guys. Now, I just did an entire 20-minute video, stopped it and realized that my mic wasn't set up and it had zero audio. This is an unboxing. I just got back from purchasing this firearm. It's probably been I've been in the house now for probably about 45 minutes. 20 minutes of that was me recording this video and it didn't work. So I'm not going to go through the dramatics of opening up the box and acting like I hadn't opened it. I did it once, so I'm just going to, everything's in there. I only opened it at the gun store and I opened it my first attempt of filming this video. So here we go right here. You guys saw the thumbnail, got an unboxing. Before we get started, I repeat, I need you to like, comment, share this video. I need you to subscribe to the channel. And after you subscribe, I need you to hit that bell notification so you can be alerted every time I drop a new video. I know y'all can't get enough of me. Come on. So show your boy some love. Nah, I'm just playing, but seriously, we know GunTube, we got to stick together. Don't only blow my video up, blow every GunTuber video up. The ones that's doing it the right way, that's being safe and being professional and all of that. So now that we got that out the way, let's get to it. Today's video got an unboxing. Now, this is one I've been having my eye on. I've mentioned on the channel that I'm going to be getting, and I finally got it. I didn't get it when it first came out. I was still in love with another gun that this kind of go replace, and I'm still in love with it, but we'll get more into detail with that. So without further ado, we have obviously a SIG. Shout out to all the SIG boys out there. A SIG Sauer pistol. Is it the P20, the 365, the 226, the 229, the 2311, the 322? What we got is, it's a SIG. That's all y'all see. So let's hop on it. Before we get to it, let's get all the, little stuff out the way. We got a 21 round magazine. We have another 21 round magazine. And some of y'all may know what this is already just by me saying what magazines, the capacity of the magazines. We got two back straps right here. We got the cool SIG Sauer sticker going on the safe. I'm about to get a new safe because it's time for one. Boy, I could use another one or two new safes. Right here, this is for the night sights. And then we have the paperwork. So we got the SIG Sauer right here. This was in the gun at the gun store, but I had to rack it and I do what I do. But without further ado, this is what we got. We got the SIG P365 fuse right here. This is a phenomenal pistol. Yes, y'all see there the rear blacked out sights. Yeah. So let's get to it. So just to let you guys know, we are compliant. The magazine is clear. This is brand new right here, fresh from the store. Gun showing clear. We are in a safe and controlled environment. Gun is clear. The P365 fuse will start from the butt and go to the tip. Right here, we have, obviously, like I mentioned, the rear blacked out sight. I do have a P365 macro. I'm sure you guys have seen several times on my channel. That's my everyday carry. That's the pistol I was saying I was so in love with. When this gun dropped, I didn't feel the need to get this one. I'm still in love with that one, but it's time to progress. But yeah, my macro has the two dots in the back, not the blackout. The strap on here is a 3D printed strap, and it covers my entire hand right here. All three fingers fit on the bottom. It's nice and comfortable. We have the mag well on here, and that's something different from the X Macro and other SIG 365s. Same mag release, and I'll pull my 365 out so you guys can see side by side. This does come optic ready. We have a 4.3 inch barrel right here, and that's really why I purchased this gun, because I wanted a more versatile everyday carry. Y'all know we at war right now with Iran. It's been 4, 5, 6 fake terrorist attack. I don't want to say fake like I'm not sensitive, but um, it's been some terrorist attack. It's been some terrorist attacks here on our soil, and I mean they say those sleeper cells waking up. Well, I want to be all I can be, because if I'm somewhere and the sleeper cell pop out, it's wartime. You see what I'm saying? We got to defend the homeland. But yeah, so I wanted something more versatile. I got a 4.3 inch barrel right here versus a 3.1 inch barrel that's on a SIG Macro. Um, the slide, look how deep these serrations are. Let me get my macro out. Let me clear it. We are clear. Showing clear there. Nothing in the gun. Safe and controlled environment. We're clear, right? So let's get to it. But yeah, so if you look here, you can see the serrations on the 365 Macro. They're there, they're functional, but they're nowhere near as engraved and deep as it is on the Fuse. And that's what I was saying with the night sights. On my Macro, the night sights, you know, it's the two dot. This one has the blacked out rear with the one up front, which, you know, I like, but in all honesty, how this one has them optic on here, this one's optic ready. This one for sure is going to get an optic also. What type of optic should I get? I like the Holosun pistol lights. I'll probably get the one with the closed emitter, but you know, I'm open. If I find one with an open emitter and it's at a great price, you know, I'll get that one. But what else we got here? We have the trigger, the infamous SIG trigger is flat, but is at an angle. I love these triggers. Not saying I love the pull of them and how they break, but I like flat triggers. I'm a flat trigger guy for sure. Even my ARs, I prefer flat trigger on, and until I met Geisley. Yeah, but yeah, pistol, I for sure like a flat trigger. Um, all of my SIGs have flat triggers. My Glock has a traditional Glock trigger that I won't trade out because I believe in keeping Glock stock. My Canics, those have I can't remember what my Canics got on them, but my Smith and Wessons have curved triggers for now. And yeah, so I'm a flat trigger guy. What else we got here? We do have the I got a brain fart, but you know what I mean, flashlight. I'm probably going to run the same TLR 7 sub on here or some form of a stream light. Stream light is my go-to light, and we can debate about this. I know your Surefires and everything. They're reliable, duty graded, and everything. But I've never had an issue with any of my stream lights, whether that's on a pistol or a rifle, and it's at a great price. I would say pistols more so, or I don't want to say top of the line for a weapon light, but they're definitely worth buying. As far as the rifle lights, the Streamlight rifle lights, those are solid as well. They stepped the game up. My latest build has the Surefire tail cap with the air socket adapter on there and everything. So I know with the Streamlight, their rifle lights, that damn tail cap, that pressure pad was garbage. So I upgraded that on my rifle on one of my ARPs, and I'm going to upgrade it on the other ones I have. But yeah, I'm a Streamlight guy. I'll be honest, especially for my pistols. And I'm a Hollison guy for my red dots, but I may put a SIG red dot on here. I may put aim point. I doubt it, but I try to keep everything as close to possible as far as what I already have. If it's proved it's quality, I will step out. I'm not loyal brand or nothing like that, but if I know how it works before I put it on here, it make it easier to manipulate and handle and train with. But yeah, this is what we got here. This is the SIG P365 fuse. As you look here, the macro here on the left has no mag well. We have a mag well here. This 3D stippling is much more aggressive on the fuse than it is on the macro. Pretty much the same trigger. I like the black trigger on the macro better than I like the silver or the gray, whatever. But that's neither here nor there. Barrels. This has the 3.1-inch barrel because this has the comp. So the barrel starts. It doesn't go all the way to the end of the slide. As you see, it stops right before it. This has a 4.3-inch barrel. Like I said, this has pretty much all of the capabilities of a full-size duty pistol. All of them. Most duty pistols have about a 4-inch barrel. They hold about 17 rounds, and this does the exact same thing. The only thing that separates this from those is how thin it is, so it makes it easier to conceal carry. And that's primarily what I'm going to use it for, depend on it for as a you know EDC. But I can get an outside the waistband holster for this and go to war with it too. It's probably a little bit more snappier than your traditional full size or duty pistol because of the girth pause that's on here, but that don't stop it or negate it from being as capable and having all those same features. So yeah, so y'all see how it looks with the 17 round mag. It fits flush with it. It fits flush with the 17 round mag. Let's see how it looks with the 21 rounder. Look at that. Ain't she pretty? Sorry about that. Ain't she pretty? That's with the 21 round mag. My biggest gripe with SIG pistols are these magazines. No, not because they don't perform or do well. They're great. They're American made, they're metal, durable, just expensive. Those mags are, $50, $60, $70, depending on where you go, versus a Glock mag, the polymer mag. They're just as effective and reliable, if not more, and they're almost half the price. So that's my biggest gripe with SIG is the price of their magazines. I don't understand why a magazine needs to be so expensive for a striker fire pistol, even though it's metal. But that's neither here or there. Obviously, I have more magazines from my X macro, so that's another reason I can switch them in and out because they both can fit a 21 rounder. That's the macro. Look fired on it. They both can fit a 21 rounder. They both can fit a 21 rounder or a 17 round. And they both fit flush with the 17. So just side by side, that's the macro with a 21. That's the fuse with a 21 rounder. See that? There we go. Well, yeah, man, I'm a SIG guy with the pistols. I like Glock. I like, Canic. I like Ruger. I like something about every handgun manufacturer for the fact that it's a gun. I'm a damn gun nut, a gun addict. Um, Now I do have my preferences. I won't necessarily shit on another brand or a gun manufacturer. I have my ones that I choose to buy and what I like and rely on. But I like all guns to be honest. That don't mean I carry it, but or even buy it. But yeah, it's the macro, right? I mean, I'm sorry, it's the fuse right here. I gotta correct my language. So used to saying the macro, my SIG fuse P365. Let me know what y'all think. Now I'll be honest with you. We family. We could talk, right? So I've been saying I was going to get this pistol for probably about. Well, I've been saying I was going to get it since it came out. I've been making. I don't want to say making strides to get it, but I've been flirting with getting it for about a year, and I've built several AR-15s. Those are multiple thousands of dollars. Since then. I've purchased multiple other different handguns since then, and I just felt like now was the time. So by no means was this my second option for today, but I was really, really open to purchasing a Glock Gen 6 today. I don't know what I would have done um, had the Glock Gen 6 been available. And I've never even held the Jocklet. I've never even held the Gen 6 Glock. Every gun store I go to sold out of them. So I just want to see how it feels in my hand. I'm sure I'll like it. I could get another, Gen 5, but I don't like Glock knuckle at all. I shoot SIG. I shoot other guns besides Glock, and that's the only one that give me Glock knuckle or a variant of Glock. So I said, if I get another Glock, it's definitely gonna be a Gen 6 where they say you don't get Glock knuckle. So I just wanted to fill it out and see. I have a Gen 5 Glock 45. I love that thing. I have a SIG P320 RXP. That's my shit hit the fan pistol. I'm looking to get into the competition, and I know a lot of places, shitting on the 320 right now, and I don't really agree with how SIG has handled the whole, situation with the guns going off, so they say, allegedly. So I'm open to possibly replacing my 365. I'm sorry. I'm open to possibly replacing my P320 and not a full replacement, but something more along the lines of, shared time. You feel me? So integrating another full size pistol into that role and seeing, which one I like better. And I love that 320. It's not even an X5 Legion. I know if I get an X5 Legion, the reason I don't have an X5 Legion is right when I was going to get another P320, all this shit came out about, them going off and everything. So I paused. But if I found one at the right price, I'll probably jump on it. And if SIG's so bad, if SIG got all these issues, why the price ain't dropped? New or used. You show me an X5 Legion at a good price. You show me an X5 Legion at a good price, a P320, lower than what it was when they first came out. I'll wait. And I don't want to hear because it's military contract, because the military contract, from my understanding, is just on the M17 and M18. It's because they great guns. But I digress. Like I was saying, today I was very open to getting a Glock 47 or maybe even a Glock 17. The HK VP9, the full size, I like how that feel, but I would have to start a whole new way of training with that damn mag release. I don't like that. I'm not used to it. I don't want to say I don't like it. I'm just not used to it. I held it. I tried it. I sucked. So that would cripple my training getting that VP9. But I do like that gun. Not really feeling FN. I want something that's kind of, you know, if shit hit the fan, I can pick up mags and run with. That's why I got my Glock 45, you know, ready and in stock mode. Because if who I'm running with got Glocks, I got my Glock. But I wanted a full size barrel to be more accurate. It is a shit hit the fan pistol. It is in the outside the waistband holster. So I want, you know, more barrel for more accuracy. And that's why I was looking towards the 47 or the 17, both in Gen 6. I'm still going to get one, but I've been wanting this one before that. And I can't find one to put my hands on. So either way, I probably would have rolled with this one. I'm happy I did. I'll eventually get the Gen 6 47 maybe, um, or 17, you know. But, you know, that's what I got. So, yeah, that's what we got. We got the SIG Peak 365 Fuse. I'll go out and say it. This is probably the best concealed carry pistol in 2026. Shout out to the Glock 19. I know you're still out there. I ain't on all that, you know, Glock killer shit and everybody be saying, but this is much more concealable. I'll say that. The Glock probably handles recoil better than 19, but this is much more concealable, and the recoil on the macro is manageable. So I can imagine on the Fuse. But I'll let you guys know when I go to the range, you know, what I think about it. I'll put a video up. And yeah, I'm sorry, y'all. I'm tired. I've been at a gun show today. Went to the gun show. I bought some things there for my gun belt, some mag pouches. Bought a fixed blade, another fixed blade. Just a little a Smith and Wesson fixed blade, so I could put on my gun belt. I don't know what happened to my old one, so I, you know, got that. Nothing to brag on. And I went to the gun show, and I saw a macro there, and I won't say the price. It was cheaper than what I got this one for. My wife was with me, so I didn't want to, you know, buy it and she see how much, you know, and which that's fine. It's just I got a whole lot of guns, and you know, you don't need that. What you need that for, and you know, I still would have got it, but I would have rather not her known. But I say all that because that's all I got from the gun show. So then we go to Royal Cane, and we went out there to look for some chickens. Didn't get the chickens, but I knew they had guns. And while we was there, man, somebody was going, and they had this and like two other guns, and they're debating on which one they're going to get. And long story short, I'm trying to buy this before my wife come back over to the counter. And I'm like, yeah, I wish this dude to hurry up. If you go get it, that's cool. I'll just buy it online and once you're not with me and pick it up or something. But yeah, he didn't get it. And I went right to the guy, said, hey, I'm buying that. Don't mention the price. You know, I'm buying it. Just run my stuff. Even when you ring me out, don't mention the price. Just ring it because I don't want my wife to know about it or even see it. Obviously, she found out. But yeah, that was my day. So I'm just a little tired, guys. About to go get some dinner. Just want to show you guys this. I did get one other thing though, and never mind. I'll do another video on that one. But yeah, show me some love, guys. This B5 Tactical. You know what it is, and if you don't, come find out. Tell a friend where you been. Make sure y'all like, comment, share, subscribe to the channel, push that bell notification. But most importantly, make sure you drinking your water, eating your vitamins, and saying your prayers because we're living in perilous times. Peace.